FXBros.
What up? What up? We are back in the markets. We're bullish. Looking just to take a small range on this trade. I got to take profits at 64 flat. 64 flat. Right now, we're currently 17 pips away from that. So, news already came out. Let's see what that was about. Just had news at 7:30. And we will have New York Stock Exchange at 8:30. So we should be getting more volume in. Let's see what the news did. Okay. So if we look here, 9 o'clock, we do have this. So we got New York Stock Exchange coming on. Then we have 9 o'clock, we got existing home sales coming out, the USD. But we had jobless claims continuing is going down from the previous to the actual. We are actually showing a decrease in jobless claims on a 4-week average, and the initial is pretty much at the consensus, but over the previous. So we're starting to see a little pullback on jobs for the initial increase, but the people who've been waiting 4-week average and the continuous jobless claims, we're seeing a decline in that. So durable goods, month over month, we are in an increase for durable good orders, excluding defense, 10% increase, 7% increase over here. Excluding transportation, durable goods, we had a decline. So durable goods, excluding transportation, saw a decline. So transportation should have been probably a big push to exclude that and see that negative drop in the previous month. But nonetheless, we do have news coming out soon, and we will see. Let's see. So like I said, we are trying to push bullish to get some profit at 64 flat. We want to see a selling dollar, which we are seeing that. It'd be nice to get the dollar back below 98.50. That should put us in profit for AU buys. Let's see if UJ is setting up for any sales. Yes, they are. Probably gonna happen UJ sales too. Let's see how we act in this range at 142.2. But we might hop in some sales on that bitch. It's popping better. We on YouTube with it? Yeah, we on YouTube with it. We should be good.
What's happening, man?
What's up? What's up?
Nothing much, nothing much. Getting to it.
I don't know why I said we ain't. I think we still should be on YouTube.
I ain't even check. I just went straight to the link.
Okay.
Um,
I'm about to test out a little YouTube.
we are on YouTube. Yeah, we are live on YouTube.
Okay, bet.
What, somebody messaged that?
No. I was just making sure because it was just coming from yesterday.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we good.
That's what's up. Okay. On that. Yeah, man. Got in some AU buys. trying to get just a little quick 15, 20 pip bullish move up to 64 cents.
Yeah, I got in this morning.
Same.
Uh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's when I got in. Like, actually, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning type shit when I got in.
Oh, nice. I got in a little later, like around, well, actually like 2 hours, probably like around 7. I got in.
I got you. Yeah. The news came out pretty um
I guess it wasn't nothing too crazy.
wasn't that too because it was kind of decent, but um really what was the durable goods orders was really positive. I don't know if that's gonna push the market. Any jobless claims was positive. So it kind of was positive on the cool, just to keep it G. But we do have existing home sales month over month and everything coming out at 9. So we got more news. Then we got stock exchange coming at 8:30. So we'll see what kind of volume we get added.
For sure, for sure.
World invest and do business. We got a new SEC chair, Paul Atkins. Yeah, I kind of wanted to get in the UJ trade, but can't do it right now. Just gonna let the AU ride out for now. Gold had a little pullback, trying to figure something out. Got a potential to go a little higher, I feel. Might see 3,400 again. Who knows? Starting to pull back. Pre-market. The bond is in a consolidated state on the 4 hour. S&P kind of consolidating. Resting from all that bullishness from yesterday. US 30 doing the same thing, and NASDAQ. Even though NASDAQ is kind of seeing a little push. So that's all the non-financials. Straight up. Tech and other large business. German 30. Still at the top of his range. Unsure if it's going to break out or not. Euro was like a more tradable pair right now. UJ sitting, probably waiting for more sales. We back at 92K for Bitcoin with a bearish 4 hour engulfing. Depending on how much we pull back up to, maybe to 93.10. Might see more sales on Bitcoin. Who knows? Who knows? XRP is down almost 2.5%. Same as Ether. Nvidia, Tesla is up. Oh, no, they're not. That was where they closed at. So pre-market is pretty much the same. Pre-market, TSM, Uber, Lyft, and Nvidia. They're pretty much all at the same. So probably gonna see more of a light day on equities. Maybe these gold traders might get what they want. Might get more of this bullish push back up to gold to them highs. I'm not sure if people gonna be in the equities today. Still no sign of y'all trading meeting, man. It's Thursday.
I know, man. Yeah, I haven't. He gotta come to me most days, but yeah, I haven't heard anything or seen him. But I've been bringing my laptop, so just in case I do see him, I just go up there.
Man, I'm excited, man. I can't wait to see what that boy about to tell you.
I know, man.
I wonder if it's gonna be more philosophical, or go to this website, click this button, and call me later. Like,
It's gonna be both, cause every time he talks, he has like a story or something to say.
gotcha.
So yeah, he always will come with that type of old wisdom type of shit.
Right. So, that's what's up, man. Oh, wisdom here, that basketball. The euro has the largest impact on the DXY movement, says ChatGPT. Put that as a mental note. So if y'all want to know what really makes the dollar move, it's a lot of things, but as far as another country, it's the euro.
Damn, I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, I was doing a little research just trying to see what really makes the dollar move. It's like Federal Reserve policy, raising rates, inflation data, economic data like GDP growth, job numbers, geopolitical risks, uncertainty, wars, same thing as gold, and performance of other currencies. So it also moves when the euro, the yen, or the pound is strengthened or weakened. For example, if the European Central Bank hikes rates more than the Fed hikes rates, the euro could rise and the dollar could fall. So it's a lot of shit. Risk sentiment, risk on, risk off, fear versus optimism. So yeah, pretty cool info. You heard me. So we are at Thursday morning. I'm looking at the 4 hour, judging it from Sunday. We are in a consolidated week. We created a high and look like we just created the low this morning of the week. During pre-London, that was the low of the week just created. So nothing really happened. Shout out to school for calling the week of the week of volume follows a week of consolidation. I think it was, it's like it's looking like that's the case, man. Keep it G.
Yeah, that's a fact. That usually follows after you get a big move, and after that it's gonna be no moves.
Type shit. If that's the case, we should see something explosive. If not Friday close, going into Sunday over, to pop off next week.
Yeah, I really would like to see this today's daily to close like bullish. It already swept the lows from yesterday, so I'm wanting to kind of like really give me a nice solid bullish.
Yeah, feel that wick type shit.
Pretty much that. That'll be nice.
But that trend line is holding strong. I'm gonna keep it real. It's holding on that daily strong. It's been peaking above it, but it won't break above. It's the second time it held too. It held in February, and now it's approaching again and it's holding. So, but it's not extremely selling off. Like if we was a rejection, if we were selling, we should be breaking below this 50% range. We should be all the way down here if we was in sell. So that's kind of another thing that's kind of triggering me, leading me more into buys. Reason why I got into buys this morning. So low risk, high potential reward at these highs. Let's see what we can do. One thing we need is volume. Turn up the volume. I wish I could play that song, but it'll shut out loud down, probably. Let's see if it'll get me. Let's stick it on. Let me slide.
Take your money to the next level with Robinhood Gold.
Robinhood Gold.
This is a journey into sound.
Don't shit me off. All right, that's all I can play. They gonna cut me off, man.
Like you go switch it up and hit that gangster grills.
I was trying to tell the Marcus to pump up the volume, man. Fuck.
Give us something.
But now, other than that, we are in some good times, man. I can't lie, we're in some good times, man. A lot of money being made to the novice and professional trader. They see it a mile away what's happening. We see it, you know. We're just capitalizing on it as we can. With the account sizes that we have. Mm-hmm. Like we might be retesting this low of New York session. 63.75. If we continue low on the 5 minutes, possibility. We might be resting at the 8:30 open of the stock exchange. Which is really, this is not true because we got daylight saving time right now. So I got a question, bro. It's 9:20 in New York right now, right?
Yes.
When does the stock exchange open for New Yorkers?
I think it's 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
I don't know. That's what I think.
That's late as fuck.
Yeah, could be.
Which would be 9 for us?
Yeah.
So what do you say about that 8:30 when the stock market is pretty much shown to be open on TradingView? I mean, I know that's TradingView, it's not a broker, but what is that? Because you can't see Nvidia, you can't see really none of the stocks until 8:30 our time.
All right. Well, maybe it is 9, and then 8:30 is when the public can see it.
Yeah, I can wonder about that.
Yeah. I just know like around that
And then again, like I
9.
said, this is TradingView. Like we don't know Webull. They probably could. I don't know when the stock market. When can you actually start day trading stocks as far as a broker is concerned?
Yeah.
Uh, Eastern time. Let's see what they say. New York Stock Exchange and Nasdaq open at 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time, which is 8:30 a.m. our time. Okay. Pre-market 4 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Eastern, which is 3 to 8:30 a.m. pre-market. After market hours is 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 3 to 7 our time. Okay. So 9:30, 8:30 us. Cool. Understood. Understood. All aboard the bull train. We are back, fellas. Speaking on Tesla. Somebody said we are on the bull train. We will see when the market opens. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh at that bitch gap open, but it didn't close the gap, um, the bearish gap that it left from yesterday. So I'm thinking we might get a sell off. Elon posted some news that pushed the market up pre-market and also pushed the market up overall that it did yesterday to 260, even though we sold out right when the market opened. But his news was, I don't know if you saw, but he said he gonna kind of step away from Doge and put more focus on Tesla. And investors like that. So that's why the market was so bullish for Tesla yesterday. Gold is gonna explode. I'm still thinking we got more selling to do for gold though. $33.10. I'm about to say buy now. More AU. You know where you're trying to go. Did you get enough sellers into the market? That's the question. The sell-off yesterday morning was good. This morning was even better with that sell. I'm thinking that probably hit stop losses also for sales. Tight sales, hit stop losses, and now we're running back up. And continue higher. Get that take profit of 64 cents. Got one more minute left.
Wait and see what type of reaction happened at 8:30 before I dip up out of here. Still gonna be tapped in. I don't know when you're gonna end the live, but before I hit the road.
Probably no later. I've been liking this 4 hour on the daily candle. Is we got like an hour and a half for that to close. So at the latest, I'll probably be going to like 10.
Cool, perfect. Well, yeah, I'll be tapped in.
Market is open. About to be 10 seconds left.
10 seconds.
Market is open.
Let's go. Boom.
Tesla is starting to sell out. AU is starting to pull back slightly.
Uh,
Oh yeah, we're going down. I wonder if a scalper, I don't know how people day trade or scalp stocks, I guess, through options or whatever, but like a option play to short Tesla, but you would buy puts, buy Tesla puts.
Yep. Yeah, you will have you will buy puts with like a day contract or some shit like that, and you'll just exercise that motherfucker early. Have like a take profit somewhere.
Got you. So you
Yep.
can
If
take
not,
your profit before it expires, pretty much.
yep, yeah, you're trying to get as much as you can. Now it costs us when you got to exercise it, but that way you can get more than what you paid for. Because when the market closes, if it's a 24-hour trade, wherever you at, it's gonna get halted out.
Yeah, not getting too much volume right now. No, like I said, I know we got news coming out again at 9 too. So let's see what that does for AU. It is in consolidation, look like the line at a concert. So 5 minute look, 1 hour looks, 4 hour looks. Definitely looking more bullish than bearish. What's this? 63.75. Looks like 63. Okay, so that's down. Mm-hmm. Yep. Gold is up a percent. Bitcoin, crypto is down. Oh, the yen is acting the ass. Oh, what the hell are they doing? Almost up a percent. Trade what you see, not what you think. And if what you see don't work out, it wasn't for you. Everything ain't got to be for you.
That's a fact. And don't overlook things, man. Analysis is paralysis.
Come on, man. Yeah, man. That was some good words yesterday you dropped on me. Analysis is paralysis. That shit hit hard, boy. I love powerful words like that. Powerful statements.
Mhm.
dollar. Keep on selling. You can get to the 830 OD. Oh, yeah, that's this. Okay. That's the 830 OD. Yeah, okay. That's the 830. That's the 830. Okay, we holding at that. Need to break out. Break out. Mm-hmm. 22 more minutes before news comes out. High news on USD, existing home sales month over month. Existing home sales. Got the percentage and we got the total amount. See what they got on here. My FX book. What I got on here. A report released by the Commerce Department on Thursday showed new orders for U.S. manufactured durable goods surged more than expected in the month of March amid a spike by orders for transportation equipment. Okay. The Australian dollar weakened against other major currencies in the Asian session on Thursday, which we don't have an Asian session on Thursday just yet, but I think the Thursday candle, which starts in the Asian session, I think that's what they mean. So, as some traders speculate that the Reserve Bank of Australia, RBA, is likely to lower interest rates by 25 basis points at its next month's meeting. So we'll see if the Australian dollar falls, then the AU should fall. We'll see. Based on those rates, we might have a short coming up on AU. We'll see. It might be, if it's going to be next month, it probably won't be next week. Unless if it's going to be late next week, because I think that's when the first is, I believe. If not, it's going to be that following week, so we got some time. I'm not sure if that's going to take the market down because it's still all decided on by the dollar. If that's really going to work out, the dollar has to rise in that coming week. going, bruh? Yeah, you going the wrong way, man. Foolishness, baby. Let's look at the forearm. Let's see. Let's look at the daily. Falling. Well, we are bouncing off the trend line, so we could be falling for that. Let's see what AU Australian dollar actually looks like. We are at a high. Depends on if we consolidate up here. I could see us setting up for a fall, depending on how they cut rates. Could see that. Have to keep an eye on that. And the dollar looks like it has room to grow. But this all depending on how this current daily candle closes. We close bearish with this bearish engulfing and the trend is down. Chances are we could at very minimum retest this low at roughly 98 cents flat. And if not, continue lower to test my ultimate low, which I potentially think they're trying to devalue the dollar to around 92 to 88 dollars. So let's see. Let's see. Let's test that. It's not really that heavy. Out of my watch list, I got Uber at almost trying to get to 2.5%. That's the highest right now. Everybody else under 2. Look at the equities. We got NAS pretty much at 0.5%. US 30 is down, and S&P is trying to hover at a break even. Let's see. AU is trying to figure itself out. Probably not going to be a good day to catch a big move. Do have 1 hour bearish engulfing at 6 a.m. But it's coming from a 1 hour bullish engulfing at 1 a.m. pre-London. So who do you go with? I like the fact that pre-London did sweep the previous New York session from yesterday. It's the lowest point in the Asian session. Really swept the Asian session. Asian session primarily is right here. So we swept that. Created a new for London, pre-London. Pushing bullish. So everything is kind of leaning towards the bullish side, but it's anyone's game. We all know we can't really sit out here and just 100% predict the market, but use our brain the best way we can and try not to, even though I love to do it, because I just love to use my brain in that, but try not to overanalyze these moves and just go with what you see. I'm going off of this. This bullish push really got me into buys. I see this and I see this as a target. This area right here, which is, like I said, about a good 15, 20 pips away. I'm not trying to be greedy today. Just take a little quick piece of the pie and be gone. That's all I need. Oh, no, man, you're showing the charts. But this is what I'm talking about. This bullish push right here, pre-London, got me interested. See the rejection on the 4 hour, and I see take profits up here. So that's what got me in, man. Ooh. Great. Water, ladies and gentlemen. Let's let him do that. But yeah, that's ultimately what got me in that market. That bullish push I saw on the 4 hour. Just saw it on the 1 hour, and I'm seeing the wicks going higher and higher. I'm thinking the market probably at least could fill in this gap or maybe retest these highs. Who knows? Possibly coming for another touch. Yeah. I also feel like if we do come up to this number of 63.95, 94, psychologically we should get to 64 cents, at least a week. We'll be sitting that waiting to get taken out. Taken out. Damn, man. Man, did you get anything on the DAX move, man? That's all I want to know. That's what started to drop. Wednesday, Thursday. Bearish engulfing on the fall on Tesla. We should see sales. Still got a gap to be filled all the way down to 236, 237, 238. I'm about to say rug pull on the way. Damn. About the rug pull.
Yeah.
What's popping, man?
Was popping. How y'all did this week, man?
Pretty decent. Not a lot. Today gave back a little bit, but AU kind of been ranging, so nothing has really happened.
Right. Yeah, I didn't do anything this week. I didn't like those Rangers.
Yeah. Usually you can range it, so hopefully I'm looking for a bullish or a bearish heavy volume week next week.
Right.
Since we was ranging. Man, did you catch any of that DAX move?
Because it had jumped up the way it did, I don't be liking the trade one shit gap. That's what be fucking me up, them gaps. Because I don't know whether it's going to close the gap or keep going type shit. So once it gap, then y'all got me. Y'all got it. I'm going to wait. Like, if I'm not already in, y'all got it. Because what I'm going to do, you know? Like, I can't, I got to study those gaps more because that's something different. They've been cheating, bitch.
Look, since I watch AU so much, I marked up on the weekly. I got this shit on the chart right here. I marked up the first gap that I started seeing, especially on TradingView on AU. Like, they ain't never had no gaps on AU.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Shit just gapping. Like what?
The first gap was on the first week of July last year. After that, it's been gapping down every other week or every week type shit. on a daily, on a weekly. But prior to that, nigga, I was scrolling all the way back like 2 years. Couldn't find out one gap in the weekly chart. So, manipulation. Heavy manipulation.
My fault. I'm brushing my teeth right quick. I'm coming.
Look at that weekly pullback on gold, boy. Will it close bullish? Who knows? I think gold is gonna go bearish. So I was looking to buy. I was, like I said, calling that price out. And I think that was your previous buy at 32.40, 32.50. That's what I was patiently waiting for. Load up on gold. The gold rush. Everybody selling.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those gaps kind of threw me though. Once I seen them gaps, I'm like, cause I've been calling that DAX buy, bro. So they know niggas was waiting to buy that bitch, bro. Like soon as that bitch crossed over.
It wouldn't have stopped you out, nigga. You would have been in them buys.
But what I'm saying is when they gapped it up, I never was able to get my entry. Cause them bitches, I was gonna enter as soon as the market opened.
Where it gapped up on you at?
On DAX, on like when they opened the next day. It opened up on Tuesday and then that bitch capped up on Wednesday, bro. Like some straight flunk shit. Like how you fucking open up, shoot up, and then the next day you just gap up. Like but the first day you gap down. You gap down to bring it, stop everybody out. Then you push up the market to what my shit was break even. Then the next day you just gap that bitch up to where nobody that could get in buys. Like, oh, y'all just manipulating this bitch for real.
That bitch must have gapped up on your. I don't really see it too much on the German.
Because they're not gonna show it, bro. They're not gonna show it. But you see that fucking big ass. That's what I'm saying. They don't show them gaps. But you see that big ass. Let me see. Go to the minute chart and go to the open on Wednesday at 4 p.m. on the minute chart. You're gonna see it. There's a big ass gap up, brother, on the minute chart, 1 minute chart. And go to 4 p.m. My bad, no, 6:30 on Wednesday. They're not gonna show you the gap, but them bitches gap that shit, bro. They don't show gaps on German 30.
It was on like on your
6:30, 6:30, 7:30 on Wednesday.
On your trade lock, it showed a gap.
I don't. Let me see. I'm gonna see. Yeah, I think they show it on Trade Locker, but on what you call them, they ain't showing you no gaps, bro. Trade Locker, I gotta sign all the way back and find my password and all that dumb shit, bro. They be blowing me when they fucking push me out my shit. They just be kicking you out your account. You gotta go log in. Then you can't make your own password, so you gotta go find the password they gave you and all that dumb shit.
Yeah, you gotta go to your email. I remember.
That shit's so stupid, son. Like, stop kicking me out the shit. What the fuck? They do this every week.
Yeah, I see. I see.
You see that gap?
I don't see no gap. Like they not showing an actual physical gap.
No, not the gap. But do you see that big ass 1 minute candle at 7:30?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Is a 1 minute candle. That bitch go bring you from 21,500. That bitch bring it from 21,530 all the way to 21,830, bro. That bitch gapped up 300 points.
Yeah, I see it.
You don't see 300 points, bro, in 1 minute.
Yeah.
So how the fuck where I'm supposed to get in at?
Nah, facts. Yeah, that, yeah, right there. And that
That
was,
type of shit be pissing me off, bro. They be doing some janky ass shit. Like that's why I don't know, son. Like the market's getting janky, bro. Like this shit ridiculous. That's retarded. That's just retarded right there. That kind of blew this whole week, blew me, son, because they just been doing jank shit like that all week.
and as soon as it passed that fucking high, that bitch shot the fuck up.
And that's what I'm saying. That shit, that was on the open, bro. That's on the open. That's my whole point. Like, I could see if that happened like an hour after the open. No, bitch, y'all opened the market up. As soon as it opened up, that bitch was already gapped up like that. Like, damn. Y'all don't want nobody to make shit. You want them niggas that's holding money to make shit. The whole niggas that's holding.
That's what happened.
That's why I'm saying.
That bitch gapped up and sold off as soon as the market opened yesterday.
And it's showing the gap up too on the it's showing the gap on the trade locker.
Oh, okay.
Not that minute chart gap though. Let me see, it's showing different gaps. It ain't showing that minute chart gap. That bitch still showing like it never gaps, stupid. But yeah. That bitch showing a small gap. It ain't showing a full gap.
The daily gap right above.
It's showing a 200-point gap on that. That's still a big ass gap. 200 fucking points.
This nigga talking about it too. Asking if the daily, the bullish or the bearish daily gap gonna be filled first.
Right.
Man.
That's the whole key, brother. Nobody don't know what the fuck going on. So it's like, I'm not about to trade no dumb shit like that, bro. I don't like shit like that. Like, y'all really being janky at this point. Bitch, y'all trying to make people just...
In the DAX 30, DAX 40.
I don't like that shit. Like, even gold going up and down right now. Gold trying to range. Everything ranges. I can't fuck with that, bro. I don't like that kind of trade.
No, been ranging all week for AU. Like,
that's why I haven't even been looking at the markets. I peep game. Once I seen them gaps and shit, I say, oh yeah, they ain't playing with nobody. If you trading right now, boy, you bound to get spanked. Unless you're holding that shit from like last week or something.
shit.
And then even then, they pulling that bitch back on niggas.
Gold was on sale, but you just had to fucking roll the dice on that bitch because that motherfucker shot up Monday morning or Monday evening and then sold the fuck off Monday night. Pre-London.
And the whole key is nigga was supposed to. I had called half of them fucking plays, bro. That bitch just hit me with that fucking DAX. I would have had to sell, the fucking buy, all that. Cause them peaks too noticeable. Like, you ain't about to go up no more. And then that bitch shot down.
3,500 to the T and sold off. Like that wick, that bitch touched 500. Like psychological number like a motherfucker. And that bitch sold the fuck off.
You got a peak game.
I still think it's waiting for that your original entry.
That bitch had hit that trend line that I had drew, an 8-hour trend line. That bitch went all the way down to it, and then when it hit it, it jumped up. That's where you see the spike up.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go back down to 32.50.
Hey, you know that's my area, 32.56.
I think it's
32.50
right there.
Huh?
I think a lot of people gonna be buying right there, like institutional upline.
Shit, I buy that bitch. I want to see how it's gonna play out though. So if I see it start to even jump up around that area, yeah, man. Oh, time to get in. Time to get in.
Please,
A few hundred, right quick.
Hopefully, get my QP. We just had the last new release for the dollar, the motherfucking new home sales or existing home sales. We are negative on that. The consensus. Existing home sales in the United States take place after the mortgage is paid off, and that shit is down. These niggas is not paying their mortgage
I was about to say niggas can't pay that bitch.
off.
It ain't that they ain't paying.
That bitch negative.
Niggas can't pay, bro.
Previous was 4.4. The actual this month is negative 5.9. Nigga.
Show me a nigga that's thriving right now. Just getting it, you heard me? I want to meet this nigga.
This news would do
Like a regular nigga, not no nigga, not no, motherfucker that privilege.
There we go.
I want a non-privileged nigga that's getting it, right? Just living. And not off no job, neither. I'm talking about entrepreneur.
I was about to say, somebody got a good job. Huh?
Yeah, nah, fuck that. Because even them niggas getting laid off too, though. Like them government jobs and shit.
Oh, yeah.
My partner just had a fire ass job, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I feel like every which way we trying to find a way to get it, them motherfuckers trying to find a way to knock your ass off, bro. Like I'm peeping game, bro. This shit not for fake. You heard me? This shit not for fake, bro.
They gonna bring that shit to the market. That's why nigga got to keep more patient because they know it's a lot of niggas trading.
Yes, bro. That's the whole key. They bring it to the markets. You see this shit?
Yeah.
Fuck, ain't no about to bring. Nigga, they brung it. That's what I'm saying. Everything, like when they been brung it. When they did that, cut off the regulations, the unregulated from MT4. A lot of people was trading on the MT4. Last year when they made every regulated, like shut that shit down, cut everybody off. Now everybody had to find new ways to start trading. That's when motherfuckers started using trade locker and shit, cause MT4 got shut down. And Hugo's Way couldn't do nothing no more. At that point, they had like closed their whole fucking account up, and they had to restart their whole platform. Like a lot of people, bro, that fucking that little switch over they did, they been fucked over people in this shit, bro. Because now it's harder for us to get like the regulated type shit. They made it harder to be regulated, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, it's tore up out here, bro. Like every which way, bro. My partner got a fire government job. That nigga was making $10,000 a month, huh?
I said that's why so many people done went to like Oanda and Weeble and trade stations just to trade for it.
Yeah. Cause shit got crazy, bro. Like they changing the rules up and shit. Like I'm telling you though, like I said, my partner got a fire 10K job, bro, with the government. He just got that bitch like 6 months ago. You heard me? Soon as this man just been working about 6 months. Nah, all of a sudden, Trump talking about, yeah, man, we gonna cut back on these jobs. We gonna shut some of these, Elon and them shut some of these government jobs now, type shit. Cause niggas was getting on, niggas getting bread.
Yeah.
You know, so they knocking niggas out. They trying to get niggas. Oh, we gonna lay off some people. Who you think they laying off? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every which way I'm seeing that niggas is getting money, bro.
Even from your example with the MT4 shit, it was a lot of niggas making money off the MT, especially selling them courses. They probably looking at that shit. Oh, these niggas getting too rich. These niggas
Bro,
buying shit.
I'm telling you what it is, bro. No matter which way, bro. I'm trying to think of another one that I had seen.
Seminars and shit in Miami. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, Tubi. They have niggas making Tubi movies, making $250,000 a movie. Shit like that. They changing the rules on Tubi to where they get to make, instead of you getting paid by your views, now you get paid ahead of time at the beginning when they watch your movie, see if it's worth it. And they gonna pay you what they think your movie worth. What type of shit is that? Don't know movies work like that. It work by the viewers. You know what I'm saying? You get paid by how many viewers you get. You know? It's just little small shit that they doing that they fucking over you any kind of way they can. Fucking over the game, bro.
That ain't Tubi. That's Fox.
But who over that shit? I'm not saying too. I'm just saying any kind of way.
They probably started doing. You remember they sold their shit to Fox. That's probably Fox.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what. Because who over Fox? Them big media companies and shit like that. The motherfucking Black Rocks and shit like that, bro. The bitches with money. That's the same motherfuckers that's burning shit down and turning off niggas' fire insurance. That's the same motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
So
These are all the same motherfuckers, bro, and they keep fucking over us any kind of way that they can. That shit is crazy to me. Personally, bro, that shit starting to piss me off, bro, because you can see it. I'm looking at it in the markets right now. That's why I ain't even trading no more this week, because I'm like, man, that shit crazy, bro. The shit they doing is absolutely insane right now, bro. It's really bad, bro.
It's like the dangling of the meat in front of the horse or whatever the fuck that little analogy. Like,
yeah, dangling the keys in front of the cat.
Yeah, that bullish push that we saw in April, that's what got everybody hyped, nigga. Everybody was hyped. Oh, we back bullish, we back riding. And now they pulling back and doing all this shit. Gold and pull back, nigga, 500, 1,000 points or whatever. And
yeah.
Like, that's what they did. Like, watch that video I posted in the chat. Watch that shit. It's gonna break all that shit down, bro. Everything that
I'm gonna peep that bitch. You already know.
Nigga, David Paul. Watch that nigga video. That shit short as fuck.
I'm definitely gonna watch the bitch. I watched both of the long ones.
it's like short and to the point. That nigga gonna break all that shit down. It's gonna like, yeah, you go see why they go for where nigga stop losses at. They run that shit. Like they gotta create. They have to create the liquidity. They gotta.
No, I understand that.
You know,
I understand that for sure. I'm talking about the fact that these niggas is gapping these bitches like this. Like every day is a gap. Like it gapped. DAX gapped on Monday. No, Tuesday it opened up. If it's gapped on Tuesday, gapped down to knock niggas out. You heard me? Then that bitch gapped up. Because if it wouldn't have gapped the way it gapped, I still had my account. You feel me? That bitch gapped all the way down.
And too, if you wasn't over leveraged too.
Yeah. Shut up.
No, they know that's that liquidity. They get niggas excited
and they bring that bitch right to where my shit
heavy on that bitch. This whole running up, I'm about to go heavy on that bitch. You heard me?
Now that's just my shit. But I was using the wrong levers, right? But
I know how to do it, man. Like even the niggas that been trading for 20 years, they, you know, in the interview, they say they do it. They still fuck up because they be looking sweet and they be like, "Fuck it, nigga." I remember 2 years ago, nigga, I made 30 bands in a day. Like real talk. Just like we trying to make 300, them niggas trying to make 30 bands in a day. See what that
right.
It's the same shit, nigga. We all human. We all want more. Like that's just a human intuition.
Yeah, bro. But what I'm saying with them gaps, bro, it's hard to catch a fucking position for me. I can't be getting in, bitch. You gapping it. Now I don't know if you want to close the gap or you want to continue. Because usually they continue, try to get you in, and then they'll push the bitch back and close the gap and then continue it after you done got in type shit. Like on the continuation, now they want to close the gap. And then when they close the gap, you heard me? Nah, that bitch want to push back.
Right.
Like, but it's like I don't be knowing when they want to turn it around and when they want to close the gap type shit.
Put it like
for me, it just be confusing.
At the end of the day, peep this out though, especially on DAX. Like the last thing we know before Easter, you was in buys. You was holding that buy because resistance was looking strong, and you was thinking it was about to break out to the upside. Overall, you was right. Like you was wrong. So when you think about it, even in that scenario, if you wasn't like as leveraged as you was, if you was just knowing that DAX is a crazy ass mover, just like gold, because it's a fucking equity, and you know, fucking anything can make that bitch do something. The fucking prime minister in Germany or whatever the fuck, they could do anything in Europe to make that bitch move like that. That should let you know going forward, maybe I should go over leverage on euro because you say you trade the euro. I should leverage heavy on you and not gold. I should leverage her. I trade gold, but don't put no heavy leverage on that bitch because you be picking the right side of the market, but it just be like when you be over leveraged, all it take is just like a 10, 50 pip move against you, and it's gonna run you. Like that, but it's only because on gold and DAX, like them hoes be moving way more erratic than a fucking currency pair. Like you would have still been you would have been up. Like if you wouldn't have been over leveraged on that, because that drop down, you probably wouldn't have put your stop loss that tight. Because the only reason you put your stop loss so tight because you had a big position on that hoe. You weren't trying to lose all that money.
Well, yeah, because I had the leverage at first, but then throughout the fucking week, all them dumbass trades, fucking that I was supposed to get profit on, them bitches kept turning around on my ass.
Yeah, man.
So I would lose the fucking leverage. So that shit fucked my whole position up. I'm trying to trade other shit, waiting on the DAX to open up.
Right.
So doing all that, nigga had lost a lot of my fucking leverage. And it's on Monday, nigga, on Monday, it was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy, bro.
What I see, what that was, I looked at Dex, that bitch on Tuesday. It was Tuesday evening when that bitch popped up. I was like, oh my god. I was like, god damn. I was like, that nigga was fucking right. Like it. And when you look at where you was buying at, if you look at like true structure, it never even broke structure of
no, it did.
1,000.
It's all good. I'm gonna be on the edge. I just don't like that little shit they be doing, bro. Like they try to make sure you can't get a position. And you just gotta hope and pray that you right after that bitch gap up, like type shit. Yeah. And then don't get me wrong, I be having an idea, like you were saying, like I know the shit bullish. I know that it was supposed to turn back bullish. It's just the fact that, nigga, when you gap the bitch, you know, y'all really being janky. Cause ain't no way you making sure nigga miss more than half the move. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Nigga trying to catch that full swing, bro. Especially from that fucking that top, that little buy area.
Right.
That 500 area, that bitch gonna gap all the way up to 800 something. What the fuck?
What was so fire though? Which you just gotta always remember, nigga. You was buying below the main resistance. Like you all out of anybody, you already seen a move that it was gonna potentially break out more than it was gonna break lower. Like
hell yeah,
it's been bullish since the 6th of April, so you already was seeing a pattern. Like I said, it was just that tight stop. Cause nigga, if you would have held that trade, that gap up would have been a good thing. Like you would have been like still probably like wondering why it gapped up, but shit, that would have been a good thing for you, nigga. You would have been up.
Yeah, nah, I know that. Yeah, I understand that. That's why I said you would have had to been holding that shit from last week type shit, or just got in when that bitch gapped down and just say, all right, well, just get in anyway, type shit. It's not gonna sell, stupid ass. Like who the fuck knows that though? Like,
nobody know that. And they like
so
you
yeah,
said,
they just be doing some shit.
That bitch very easily, if it was planned on doing that, that bitch could have gapped down, and that would have just been like even more confirmation. Okay, the trade wasn't right. I thought it was gonna gap up, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know. You just gotta, the way I'm looking at it now, bro, you gotta know what this shit gonna do. Just pull that fucking stop loss all the way back. I mean, as far as like knowing the sense of, like I knew about German 30, right? I just didn't have the leverage right and the stop loss set properly.
That's what it is. It's not about knowing what it's gonna do. It's because you don't know. You gotta go with that. Like you really don't know. You could, like me and Jay was talking about it. You could do 2 hours worth of analysis, put a buy in, put a stop in, and a take profit, and you don't know what's gonna happen. That bitch can go up and hit your take profit, or it could go down here stop loss. Right. Or the other scenario, you could take a fucking coin, flip that bitch, If it is buy or sell, and you still in that scenario, you don't know what's gonna happen. You could hit buy, and that bitch could go up. You in profit. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
nigga don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, that leverage shit, that's what would have changed this whole scenario in that DAX trade. Like, you would have still been in that bitch because you had a good entry for the most part. You know, it wasn't like you was buying the high. You was kind of in that nice little range, but it was just that leverage was what had you. That's the only thing.
Nigga be up 600.
Yeah, if you was like lower leverage, even with that big ass push, yeah, you would have been up some nice little bread.
No, I'm talking about with that. If I would have been holding that original play, I'd be a 600 right now with that bitch. Nah, my original, what happened was I pushed my original stop. My stop loss was really at 21, about 21K. Then I had to push it up because of them fucking losses. So I really wouldn't have never got stopped out.
I was about to say, yeah. You had your stop right below that structure.
Yeah, it's supposed to. You know me.
That bitch.
But I just, once they built new structure, I just pushed it up some. It wasn't like real new structure. It was like some, that hour chart shit.
Right.
I was like, let me just push up to here because fuck, this is better than losing that. Then that shit went up 100 points for me. That's why I'm saying I be getting shit where I could have caught 100 points. I be looking for that full swing. Sure enough, bro, that bitch came all the way back. Like, and then they did that on Friday. That's the whole key. Like, the shit was up on Friday. On what? That was Thursday. That bitch dropped down Thursday. Tried to push back up. Let me see. Marcus wasn't. Oh, it was all right. It wasn't open on Friday. All right, that's what I thought. Yeah, them bitches did that on Thursday. That bitch was up on Thursday. That bitch broke the high. Like, came all the way back down to the bottom. That's what happened.
That Monday open what got you. When that bitch opened and traded down, that's what hit your stop. After the Easter holiday.
Hell yeah, that bitch jumped down. That's what I was saying. That bitch gapped down. It ain't gonna show you the gap on the chart, but just know it gapped. Fuck. Right. I know it gapped, but that bitch gapped down. That fucking big gap from 21,285 to 21,119. That probably ain't even a full gap.
I need the dollar to break down. Low here. I had to trade it into this range. That didn't break down.
Gold look like it's losing all its luster.
Yeah.
It's trying to close that gap. That's what I be talking about. That bitch. All right, so they had a gap on gold. That's why I didn't buy the up. Cause that bitch went from 32,295 to 33,05. That was like a 10-point gap. That's like 100 points. That bitch gapped up, and then when it gapped up, that bitch shot up. Buku point, about 300, 400 points, about 500 points. Then that bitch now is on his way to close the gap.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I be confused.
32.50.
Huh?
It'll close the gap like around 32.25, 32.50.
32.95.
32.95?
Yeah, they got a small little gap right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit, I'm waiting for it to come to 32.50. That's the gap I'm looking at. It's like a fair value gap. And that's also sitting at that old resistance.
Oh, I was talking about an actual gap, my fault.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. This little gap right here.
Yeah, that's what be making me not get in the markets because I be looking for gaps to close. I don't like getting into. They got a gap.
Yeah. Gaps usually do get filled, either by a wick or by a body or something. They typically do, but it ain't all the time. But yeah, they typically do.
See, the way they move DAX, they don't like to show the gaps. So that way they make it seem like ain't no gap. You know what I'm saying? Or there wasn't no gap. Let me just keep pushing the market. Like, no, bitch. That shit gapped up 300 fucking points in 1 minute. literally one. If you go to the 1 minute chart, it did it in 1 minute. It didn't even, it opened up with the gap. It just showed it like the minute chart did that. Oh, it just 1 minute. It pushed up 300 points. Bitch, no, it didn't. Do it again. I don't see that shit do that nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? Show me you do that again. Please show me a minute chart where this bitch gap up three fucking 300 in 1 minute. I've never seen that before, bro. So that type of shit right there is just be like throwing me for a loop because it's unseen, it's unheard of. Like, nigga, what y'all doing?
Like, was it news that came out or something? Like, what the fuck made it do that?
That was no, brother. So when the markets opened up on Sunday, right? US 30, all the equities, these bitches was dropping, right? So when they were dropping, they hit their lows and shit. They hit like these support areas and started going up. So when Tuesday come, DAX open up, everything already on its way back up, right? From hitting the lows. Not DAX. DAX got a gap down first. That bitch gap down to go hit its lows to hit the support. And now, after it hit the support, now it started going back up, trending back up. But by the time it closed that same day, it would trend it back up. After it gapped down, the next day it just opened up, gapped up 300 points. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, that bitch literally gapped down first Tuesday, and then it gapped up on Wednesday. It was like, wait, what the fuck am I looking at?
Could you buy DAX Tuesday morning, like 7:30 in the morning? That 4-hour candle?
You said, could you buy?
Like, is the market open, or I don't know when DAX like open. Like, is it like the equities, like the stock market?
That bit open at like 6:30, 7:30 p.m. and close at like 2:30, 3:30 type shit. But it be open. It was supposed to be open on Sunday, but the market something about Easter, whatever they got an Easter Monday. They don't have Easter Sunday.
Yeah, that's saying that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. I ain't trying to like complain, but boy, this shit is ridiculous, bro. The shit that just be happening. Like, what am I looking at? What is this? What's going on? Type shit.
Yeah,
So,
only nigga I know that trade DAX.
that bitch cleaner than everything else. That bitch still look clean. It's just that fucking gap just threw me for a loop. Just the fact that it don't even want to make gaps should let you know how clean that shit is. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't want to show you the gap. I want to make it seem like we don't make gaps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So.
I know what you call them had good numbers. That fucking Adidas is inside DAX. They had good ass numbers on their earnings. I ain't saying they pushed the whole fucking DAX up, but I know they had good ass.
Fucks with Adidas.
Yeah. BMW in that bitch. BASF, Bayer, Deutsche Bank. Got some shit in there. Mercedes. You hear me?
When they had earnings.
Porsche. I want to say yesterday, if not today. Well, no, that had to been probably yesterday or whenever that day. What that was? Tuesday, or Wednesday? Probably, yeah, yesterday.
That's probably why that shit got.
Yeah, Porsche on in this bitch. Siemens Energy. Volkswagen. Yeah, they got some hitters in this hoe.
Yeah, that's probably why that shit gapped up.
Everybody. It's automotive, chemical, finance, healthcare, industrials, and technology. All in the deck. So that's German blue chip company. Great. Frankfurt Stock Exchange. You hear me?
Huh?
That's trading the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Nigga, you getting them frank.
Yeah. And pounds.
Real tough.
They got a Franks though. They got that too. It's FRA 40, I think it's called.
That's Swiss francs.
Yeah, I think that's not FRA.
But it's probably like Switzerland business,
Oh,
shit. Like all the businesses out of Switzerland and some shit. If it's a Swiss, and then Swiss franc. I believe that's what they call it. Come on, AU, you bitch. What's up? Oh, we got 5 more clips. Like,
you can go rolling some shit if you want, but I'm gonna knock your ass out.
knock you the fuck out.
Let's go.
Gold is still selling down. Dollar needs to continue to sell off with a break below. It'll be nice to break below the previous wick. Close at 99.22.
What I'm really trying, I'm just trying to respect my own mind at this point. You hear me? Like, bitch, if that shit gap up and you don't know what it's about to do, I'm just trying to jump in and act like you know type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I'm about to start respecting my mind, bro. My mind be so on point with this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real.
Just
But
like
I gotta.
gold sales. We at 34.
Huh?
I said, just like how you call gold sales way at 34. Like you was tapping. I told Jay about that. I was like, man, like he was reading this he was reading this fucking podcast of this guy, this black guy. He mentioned, you know how we be niggas be saying analysis paralysis,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just like that nigga mentioned. He said analysis is paralysis. He was like action is like that nigga said that. I was like, ooh, that shit hit. He said analysis is paralysis, nigga. Just go with the moves. Like I think like trade what you see. If you see that bitch going bullish and you feel like it's enough range for it to continue to go.
Yeah, you could catch enough points. What?
Yeah.
Catch that bitch.
Nah, for real.
Hell yeah, and that's what I was saying. Nigga, if I respect my mind, like the shit my mind be telling me, like, oh, just get in, you got it. Like my mind be saying shit like that. Just get in, brother. I swear to God. Like, don't even worry about it. And then I not get in and watch that bitch go up 200 points or go down 200. And I'll be like, nigga, I could have caught 200 right there if I would have just respected my shit. Cause my mind just be telling me shit like that all the time. Like, I see this, bro. Just go ahead and go with it. Don't even trip. Like, don't trip. You got this. Nah, fuck that, brother. You tripping. In the sense of, I don't say that like the second one, I'd be like, I sit there and just continue analyzing it. Like he's saying, analysis is paralysis. So instead of just going with my mind saying, I just sit there, continue analyzing it. If that makes sense.
Right. And then you analyze yourself out of position. Like I've done that too.
Hell yeah.
Because you be thinking this, and then you think that. Then you go to another time frame. With a 1 hour say this, with a 15-minute say this, with a 5-minute, like
real talk. And then you fuck around, and then when you close the position out, you go back and look, shit never broke structure. You be like, nigga, if I would have just waited, because your stop loss, the reason you got your stop loss where is that? Because that is where the structure will be broken at, type shit. So, nigga, if it never hit your stop loss, it never broke structure.
When you watch that video, you probably go look at that different.
Bring your ass over here.
Where you put your stop losses at.
Yeah, bro. Nah, I told you I got that stop loss shit down to a T, bro. Like even with Dex, my original stop, that bitch never got touched, bro. I was over leveraging on that bitch. I'm telling you, I'm about to lock all the way in on the ass, bro. You know my stops don't get touched. On nothing. On nothing, that's what for God, bro. Like I gotta be outright wrong for my stops to get hit. And I don't be outright wrong. Like I just be on point with this shit because I'm on the 8 hour.
Right.
Like yeah. I'm not looking so close, which I can see the long range. What this bitch about to do? You holding support right here. You're not passing the support up type shit. As far as Dax was, that bitch was not passing that support. I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if I'm in a little early. I know this bitch gonna push, so I'm gonna get them little early points.
Even though it broke down, it never passed it. It just broke it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it traded below where you had your stop at, but it never broke that initial stop at where true structure was. So
Right.
it never even it broke that little minor structure that everybody probably had their stop losses, but
Right. Nah, my shit was down.
it
I
was
ain't
like
going right there.
it wasn't like a true break. I be calling breaks like a break
Yeah.
situation. That's a real break
That'd be them scalper breaks.
type shit. Yeah.
Like, if you're a scalper.
But
Yeah, you gonna be. That's why them niggas be mad on the thing you be watching, because all them niggas scalpers, bro. A lot of niggas is scalpers, bro.
I already know. The shit, I could tell with the prices they be posting.
Them niggas be getting slapped out, bro, and that's why them niggas be mad.
Boy,
I be mad.
Shit, nigga, the last two lines, I was pretty much just all in the damn gold chat room. And that should be hilarious, boy. They be buy, sell, buy, take profit, stop loss. And it be the same numbers. Everybody throwing the same damn numbers on gold, just taking all their fucking money. I'm like,
Yeah,
look at the higher time frame. Where
I
is
ain't gonna lie, boy. Gold's so easy to trade. I've been calling that shit up and down. Shit, both of them bitches, bro. All this shit too easy. The only thing is, dog, you really just gotta lock the fuck in when you see your move. You see your move, take the fucking move, put the stop loss, put the take profit.
and leverage correctly so you won't be stressed out over that position. And
Exactly, bro.
not only that, you can have more money in your account so you can take other positions. Because if you leverage too heavy, you ain't gonna be able to take no more position because you all
Right.
locked in trade. Like
Right.
let that
Right.
bitch, you know,
0.02 per 500 for me.
nah,
Point 0.01 per 250. But
right.
like if you on NASDAQ, go to NASDAQ mini and go to 0.02 per 500 you got in your account. And you should be, there's no way you're gonna over leverage that. Like unless you just looking for 1,000-point move type shit and that bitch move 1,000 points negative on your ass type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you really like that's that leverage. That's leverage right there. That's my plan. But see what fucked me up, the reason I was over leveraging, because I had made it to 3K on the account. So I had picked my leverage up to the 3K area type shit. Really, I had it on the 2,500 area. So all my leverage was based off of me having 2,500 in my account. That's why my shit was like that.
You was supposed to drop down with your account.
Yeah, I was supposed to drop down when my account dropped type shit.
Yeah.
But I was so used to those numbers, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I
I was still able to trade the shit.
I already know.
Like I said, I was about to be back at 700 off the gold play if DAX would have never opened back up. If DAX would have never opened back up, bro, my gold play would have made me another 500. DAX could have opened back up, closed out. I would have still been good, still been a positive. I could have made a few more trades, been back up. Like that leverage really wasn't that much fucking me, bro, because I was gonna still kill a game with it. But that fucking open up that they did really, they could have gave me my regular stop loss. I would have been good. You feel me? If they would have stopped me out with where my stop loss was at, I'd have been good. But they pushed that bitch like 100, 200 points. They pushed that bitch 200 points past where my stop loss was at. I don't even know how that even worked because that shit don't even make sense. Like it didn't even gap down 200 points past my stop loss. So that's why I was confused by how that even fucking happened. But it is what it is. They basically just gap my shit down so I could get stopped out, but I was about to come right back on the ass. So it really wasn't so much that, I mean, it was that I was over leveraged, but at the same time, bro, I still had that shit in the bag, bro. They really just fuck the niggas. That's why I'm saying, bro, that DAX moved crazy this week. Them gaps, I don't know how to trade that shit, bro. That shit's weird to me. I mean, I'm starting to see how to trade them. Like, cause once it gap, that's just letting you know, all right, that bitch going that way. The way that it gap. Just catch what you can catch out that bitch and get out. Fuck. Once you see that bitch finishing the range, finishing where it's going, once you catch 200, 300 points out that bitch, get out, let it close the gap, see how it move from there, and then go. Because usually every time I see them gaps, that shit go the direction the gap.
Personally, I would like gold and DAX. I would treat them as that would be my low leverage play because they move so fucking erratic. I would not go heavy on none of them. That's just me though. If I was trading that, I wouldn't go heavy on them because they just move so fucking crazy. I would save all that heavy shit for something a little bit more modest, like EU or some shit.
That bitch move perfect for me. I ain't lying. That
Nah,
bitch
for real.
move
That's what I'm
perfect.
saying. That's just me. That's how I look at it.
Cause them bitches trend. Like you ain't them bitches can move a 300, 400 point. As long as you get in early enough, you gonna catch some points with the trend. But if you wait until the last second of the trend to try to get in, and then thinking that bitch just gonna keep going, that's not how that bitch about to work, brother. You better look at the ATR on a week, see how much move they got left. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all that is. Fuck that bitch. You know which way it's going already before it even open up. Like
Right.
before it open up on a week, you know this bitch about to be bullish type shit. You know what I'm saying? That bitch start moving bullish, it start breaking structure, breaking up. You know one thing, get in. That bitch gonna go at least 500 points. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the ATR is, catch that. Because gold been doubling the ATR every week. Every week it's been doubling that bitch. So you know what I'm saying? Peep game like that. Just when that bitch break out, get in. Same thing I do. That's the same thing I be doing with German 30, bro. It's really not that hard. Like it ain't nothing hard that I'm doing. Like I'm just waiting for the bitch to break out structure. All right, you breaking out, making new highs. I'm gonna put my stop loss right here. Because if it come here, that means is reversing the trade, is going bearish. And I'm talking about 8-hour stop loss. You hear me?
Right.
And then what I do is I do a 1-to-1. So if my stop loss right here, that means I should be able to catch at least this much profit based off my stop loss being down at 500. I should be able to catch 500 TP. So I put my TP at 500 based off my stop loss. And when I say, bro, that shit about 95% of the time, that bitch been plucking.
Yeah,
You
nigga,
heard me? I might get out early
that's
type
a
shit
good little setup.
on some of them plays, but after I look at it at the end of the week, I'll be like, bro, if I would have just held that play that I called, bro, type shit, that bitch always go to my TP every single time, like 95% of the time, bro. So that's why I'm telling you, like, I've been trying to get back to my holding ways, like, but it'd be hard to figure out when to hold, when to scalp. So I'm starting to learn that. That's where I'm at with it right now. When do I hold? When do I scalp? When do I hold? When do I scalp? Type shit.
I mean, you kind of been like, damn, they're pretty much hitting it on the head with the, usually a market trends gives you good moves during the week, and then the following week it kind of rest and consolidate, and then it continues. So kind of, I guess, would try to find that kind of pattern and just kind of follow along with that and just see how long that whole stay true. A rest period, then a bullish and bearish period, a rest period, then a bullish, type shit like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to catch the rhythms, bro. It's rhythms and waves, and I never give up, bro. I might sound a little frustrated, but boy, I never quit this shit, dog. I swear
No,
for God.
I already know that. So but right now, you only trading gold, DAX, and Euro.
And EU for the most part, and sometimes GJ, but that bitch been looking crazy lately. It's just been ranging.
GJ did. What about the US equities? You don't fuck with like US 30 and
That's
S&P?
what fucked me up this week, bro. I was trading NASDAQ and fucking, I'm in both of those bitches at sales, bro. But it's kind of at the bottom, but I'm knowing. Like, all right, so US 30. I caught a sell right there. I'm like, I should catch 300 points off of this, 300 point TP. That bitch went up. I was up 200. I was up by 150. I come back, lead the trade, come back. I'm down like 80 type shit. So I wound up closing that bitch out, like down about 50 or something like that. Man, that bitch went all the way down. Now I was supposed, if I would have held that bitch was supposed to be up like 200 at this point. So I got back in the motherfucker, right? Because I'm looking at the structure on the 8-hour, that bitch should still just keep going. So next thing you know, I fucking I got back in. I catch 100 points off that bitch. And this time it pulled back on me. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to hold it out. This time that bitch pulls back and don't come back. So I take another loss on that bitch. Plus, I was in NASDAQ that time too. So I took a loss on NASDAQ too, doing that shit. Try, because them bitches both were selling, so I was just catching both of the sales. But That's why I said I gotta learn when to scalp and when to hold, because if I would have scalped that, I could have caught that shit. And don't get me wrong, the reason I had the TP where it was at was because I had a horizontal line right there. It hit the horizontal line and went back up. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, could it be like a scenario where you could have like kind of more of a designated size that you buy and like try to get a 8-hour hold position on, and then you scalp throughout that trend? That way you
That's what I that's
opportunity.
that's my goal, brother.
Yeah,
To be able to have a hold and a scalp.
type shit.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The shit you just said, that is what I aspire to do.
Right.
But I be wanting to have, like, I guess I gotta lower my leverage, like niggas over leverage. Because if I do that with a big leverage, it's gonna be like, boy, this bitch go down twice and hit both of these stop losses. That's instead of that being a 500-point loss, that's a 1,000-point loss now type shit. So, you know, I'm working on that, working on the leverage of it all, that shit. Like, I do add positions, but they all kind of swing scalpers, if that makes sense. None of them be holders type shit where I just want to really hold that bitch throughout the whole yeah,
Right.
like through the ups and the downs type shit, and knowing that this bitch gonna keep trending up for weeks. Like, that's what I want. I want to hold it like that and keep on adding.
Like a real swing trade is typically minimally held for like 2 weeks, and like
Right.
be holding that shit for like a month plus, like real swing trade. So like
Right.
holding for a couple of days. I mean, they kind of swings, but they not really classified as swing.
That's why I say swing scalps.
Yeah, they just long-term scalps. Like, you just forgot to close that bitch.
Nigga say you forgot to close it. Nah, facts.
Like, that's really how I look at that shit, because, yeah. Hey, guy,
Nah,
but
facts.
like
I say swing scalps.
you could really find a good long-term position on something like, I mean, in this case, EU would have been a good long-term position at the beginning of the year holding that, but like for sure, like equities and gold and shit, for the most part, yeah, it's gonna go up. Like, granted, if you were to buy gold right now and just hold that position, put the stop loss at like fucking 1,000. Now, you would have had to put like, I don't know how small of a trade you had to put on, but you know what I'm saying? Like that, you kind of could go to sleep and know that bitch, the stop loss ain't gonna get hit on no 1,000 stop loss. Like, that bitch for sure pretty much gonna go up. Like, you could do that with gold. You can't really do that with a lot of like currencies and shit.
And that's why I'm telling you, bro. That's why I fuck with it. Like, it's literally that simple. It's that simple. Like, you put that stop loss, you expect that bitch to continue doing what it's been doing historically. You know what I'm saying? So
historically, real talk. Historically, that bitch been going up.
And you just continue to go with it. Like, I mean, I don't see, you know, what would make trend trade so hard. I can't fuck with that range and shit personally. That shit because I'm looking for a trend. So, because the trend, ever since I've been in, the trend has been your friend as far as what I learned, you know? So when I'm looking at range markets, it's like, it's an easy trade. Yeah, sell from the top, buy at the bottom. That's easy enough, but I don't be knowing when it's going to do that. Like,
but then,
are you breaking out this time?
Gold though too. I ain't mean to cut you off, but just like on the range and shit, it's kind of like, it's damn near like a good thing when it range, because it's like, even when you know that bitch break down from the range, you
accumulation.
Yeah, it's like,
what you want to call that.
Just gold like traded down for like fucking, I don't know, 5 years straight, 10 years straight, or some shit. Like, you can't really find it. I'm looking at the charts actually right now on gold, and I see a downturn from 96 to about 99. Nigga, that's like 4 years roughly. Then they had another one from 2013 to 2015. That's 2 years. So that's right there. I just found 2 periods where gold went down for 3 years and 2 years. You ain't gonna find no 5, 10 year negative. So when you see that bitch dropping for 2 or 3 years, nigga, sell everything you own and buy gold. Like, what the fuck? Like, real talk. Like, that it's historic. Like, it's right there in proof in the pudding. Like, nigga, that bitch.
Once you see it start to upturn again.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, what
that's
the
about my time.
don't go down. Nigga, that's just a safe asset to buy when shit fuck up. And when you got humans running the world, shit gonna fuck up.
Hey.
Like, real talk. These niggas don't know what the fuck to do.
I never hear my dog get passionate. That's funny. That's your version of being passionate, right there.
Nah, for real. Like, they don't know what the fuck to do, and our dumbass be voting their ass in power. So it's like nobody know what the fuck to do.
Nah, for real, dog. For real, bro. Be everybody lost in the sauce. That's why I'm be honest with you. I love a motherfucker in power, like, not saying what he doing right, but I love a motherfucker in power like Trump because you can see what's happening more clearly. You see what I'm saying? It ain't no if and ands and buts. Oh, maybe they fucking over us. Maybe. Nah, nigga. They fucking over you. Look.
Right.
Look. What he just said? What that nigga said? Hey, y'all come see. Y'all heard this shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Them Democrats, them bitches try to be sneaky and still fuck over you. Like, at least I know what I'm getting over here. You know what I'm saying? And I can fight back when it's time to fight back.
That's
You
real
feel
tough.
me? I know what's happening, and the market's moving good.
The Republicans
bitches got
like,
some volatility.
Be like, look, I don't like y'all niggas. I don't fuck with y'all niggas. But look, this what I'm about to do. If y'all want to make this money with me, cool. If not, fuck y'all. Like, that's how the Republicans be coming.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they ain't gonna tell you shit.
They not saying nothing, bro. They doing the same shit they doing, scheming. They doing the same shit the Republicans doing. The Republicans just putting that shit in your face so that way they could get shit done. Like, if you try to do it sneaky, it's gonna take time.
And that way they can say we ain't told y'all so.
You feel me? Oh, y'all wasn't listening. Fuck.
Nah, fact. We told y'all what the fuck we was gonna do.
Bro, they put it in your face. I love that compared to motherfucker being sneaky in my face because I'm a real motherfucker. Tell me what's up.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me what's up.
Make a decision after that, but at least give me the real.
Exactly. I could go go to not Europe. That's y'all partners. Y'all gonna be cool. I go to fucking South America.
Right.
Get the fuck from around here. Africa or something. Give me the options. Fuck.
Right.
Real talk, boy.
A sale is coming, guys. No shit. You late fuck.
A sale in what?
Gold.
I'm joked out.
Right.
Not a sale coming.
Somebody just posted gold sales 33.28. Take profit 33.26.
33.26. That's you posted?
No, that's somebody else posting that shit. Buy buy target 33.67. Like they going back and forth.
Yeah, it got that bitch went to the top of the fucking 33.26 is right there right now. They said sell from right here.
Yeah, now somebody saying gold sells 33.28. So yeah, right here pretty much.
Yeah, it hit 28, and what they selling it to?
I don't dislike sales, but I would take it. I would just ride it all the way down to 32.50. Like fuck it, that's where it's gonna go. Like fuck all the dumb shit. Let me get paid.
Nah, facts.
That's how I look at it. But I that wick peaking out at 33.60. That kind of concerned me. I don't know if the market will try to test that again, but I would be selling gold just to go down a nice little.
Yeah, it should definitely look like this.
It already proved that it want to go down. It rejected 32.60. I feel like it got a stronger price to reach, like that 32.50, 32.40. So yeah, I wouldn't mind selling it. If I'm wrong, fuck it. But I would think that's a good sell.
Yeah. It's still kind of in this range. It didn't break and to the lows where that gap at, it went right to the top where it gapped to, and
Right.
then start going back up. Like, bitch, go close the gap first. What the fuck? If it would have closed the gap first, I would have been like, I might be about to buy up. But that bitch didn't close the gap. So it got to go back down if I buy it.
This 1 hour don't need to go up to the open of the previous 1 hour. Like it don't need to go up to 33, 35. Like that bitch need to just keep selling from here. If we gonna
Right.
go
I mean, you got 9 minutes.
I would be kind of cautious on taking sales if they try to push the market back up, because I know they're probably trying to test all them wicks, because that's where everybody got their stop losses. Whoever in sales right now got their stop losses at 33.45 type shit.
Well, would my stop be at 33.71?
Likely them niggas are trade that bitch down and entice more sellers into the market to 32.92, then push it all the way up. Take all that stop losses at 33.45, push that bitch up to 33.50, may even go all the way to 33.60 and entice buyers, and then short that bitch and have
That'd be crazy.
everybody out here crying. Like that's what the fucking market makers like to do. They know
I mean, I don't know, to be honest. That's why I'm not trading it, because I really don't know. I don't know.
Right. You need to have some kind of clear indication of knowing.
Yeah, on the 8 hour, and I don't see nothing but ranging.
Yeah.
Nah, the DAX, this just look like it's like, fuck what y'all talking about. I'm going up. But I'm still waiting on this 8 hour to close. Like, I can't trade till next week, basically.
Right. Now that 8 hour fire, boy, that should keep you in the market when you need to be. Like real.
Yeah, and out that bitch when you're not supposed to be in. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. That's why I be saying I know my moves. Like I know I'm looking at this shit, bro. Like this bitch about to do this. I can see it. Like you know what I'm saying? It's the long term vision compared to like short term. Like yeah, bitch might do the, like I said, go ahead me down 200, but I know that bitch about to flip and touch it, bring it back, watch it, turn it, lead it. Yeah, man, that bitch was about to.
Back, boy, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, man, that bitch was about to do a whole like right quick. I'm telling you. Yeah, I could have fucked around with that DAX though, but I just really didn't like that gap the way they did that. They did that bad. I'm gonna wait till next week and see what's popping though. Hopefully, next week is not as janky as this week was. It looked like next week about to be even jankier, to be honest. If I'm being honest. Let me go see. Let me look at it. This how I determine everything too. I go look right at the fucking US 30. US 30 in the little range right now. On the week chart, that bitch is ranging. You see that shit?
Huh?
You see that range on US 30?
US 30, yes. Like what, on the 1 hour?
On a week chart, I'm saying that bitch ain't really moving outside of this range. Like that's why I said next week might be just as janky as this week, because ain't nothing really. We ain't getting no motion. Don't nothing want to move no more.
Depending on what the economy gonna feel based on what the fuck Washington about to do or say next.
And you know what would be crazy?
A report talking about Trump starting to pull back on his power shit. Like he about to start fucking back with power again. So that may fuck the markets up, and this bitch may start to sell off.
Well, with 50 Cent? What you talking about?
Huh?
What power?
Jerome Powell, nigga.
Powell. You say he's about to start fucking with Powell again. Okay.
Oh,
my bad.
Yeah, Jerome Powell. I'm talking about Trump.
Yeah. No, I heard you say Trump about to start fucking back with Powell. But you know, he be fucking with rappers and shit. So I'm like, what? Yeah. I'm fucking with you, though.
That nigga said, what, 50 Cent? You fucking with that shit. I was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, that nigga, he want that nigga to drop the interest rate by 50%. That's what you mean?
Oh, Lord. So wait, he fucking with Power. What he doing? I thought he fired his ass.
He said yesterday he not gonna talk about firing Power no more. He gonna lay off that nigga. And then I saw a news report talking about he still gonna put pressure on him to drop them interest rates though. So he said he might have to give him a call. He said he gonna call him on his cell phone and see what's good.
Drop the fucking rates, nigga. I'm not playing with your ass. Seen I'm about to get your ass out that chair. You know I fuck with you, but I got you in there. I get your ass out. Look, change them rates, nigga. Change them rates. I bring you in this world, I take your ass out.
That's what the market say. Not real talk. They make you come in. They bring you into this bitch with all this fucking volatility, and they'll take your dumb ass out.
Nah, facts, bro. That's what I don't be getting sometimes. But now I'm starting to see. I'm really, really starting to see something that's different and that I wasn't seeing. I'm about to tell you.
Yeah,
It's a little secret. Don't tell nobody else.
Nah, don't tell nobody. How many people on the live? Hold up. We got how many people we got? We got 3 people watching. So
all right, look. Wait, besides y'all, stupid. Nah, but on some real talk shit though, I realize when I see a move, bro, the best thing you can do is get in when you see the move. Set your stop and set your take profit. You heard me? And don't wait, don't think, don't second guess it,
bro.
And let your take profit hit.
I'm on the same way. When Jay told me that shit yesterday about that analysis is paralysis, bro, I was like, man, you done fuck my head up, boy. That shit, I just been thinking about that shit all day about just being more quick with the trigger. You feel me? Instead of just waiting to just hold up. Did this cross this T? Did this dot this I?
At that point, you done lost 50
bro,
points.
that's what I did today. Pete, that's what I did today. I didn't really have no 4 hour, my true 4 hour engulfing setup. But I saw the push off a rejection wicks off of this little range. And I got advised, and I just went for a modest 15, 20 pips, and it just took profit. Like, simple as that. I ain't do shit else.
Simple shit, bro. Because it be little shit that you just be seeing. You just know you about to, you know what I'm saying? You can make this look quick 100, 200 points.
Yeah.
And when I say, bro, I let them type of moves pass me by so many times. By the time I be wanting to get in, I get in, that bitch will be ready to reverse. You heard me? Because the move I seen that happened already. I'm trying to catch a second move. You feel me? I'm trying to catch after the TP. All right. Ooh, that bitch done. Or when it's close to the TP type shit. Nigga, it's too late.
Right.
Or you could just catch your little catch, whatever you could catch to that TP. Possibly. You know what I'm saying? But because sometimes it'll get close to your TP and then start to reverse and not, you know what I'm saying? You fucking stuck in a dumbass trade. But if you would have got it early, you ain't even worrying about that little pullback that is doing because you know you gotta pull back. That bitch about to slap that TP though, type shit. Like it's a whole different mindset you got when you get in early. Like, but when you get in late, you fucking yourself up. I think we talked about this Tuesday, Wednesday. It was the same thing, bro. Like that's very important, bro. Like don't think about that shit. Don't second guess yourself. Have confidence. You gotta stand 10 toes. If you doing this shit right here, you gotta stand 10 toes in this shit.
No, but this shit like some battlefield shit, nigga, without the weapons. You heard me? This shit really be testing a nigga nuts, boy. This is like really let you know if you really about that life, you heard me?
It's all in your mental, bro. And that be the fucked up part too. Because they'll fuck with your psyche so much, bro. It'll be on some, all right, I'm about to scalp this shit. But if you would have held it, you heard me, then you got out of trade negative. And then if you would have held that bitch would have caught 400 points type shit. So now you on some, I'm about to hold this shit type shit. So now you on some whole shit. Now that bitch going up. Now that, did it, but it hit, and then it slap your ass out type shit. You be like, bro, I'm not holding shit no more. The next trade, now you gonna scalp that bitch. And then that bitch do the same thing it did the last time. Like, wait, man, these bitches ain't shit.
You ain't never lying, bro. You
You
ain't
don't be knowing one of the whole.
you ain't never lying. That shit is so true.
Oh man, nah, that's why I say it's real. Like, well, you said real psychology shit, but you gotta, to me, just stick to your guns. Do what you always like. What's your strategy say? What does your strategy say? Do that. And
But
if you don't see nothing, don't take no trade.
I'm about to start implementing because my strategy does allow a lot of waiting and confirmation. I'm about to like not kill it, but I'm a like you said, I'm just gonna trade what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Like damn all that like extra I'm about to trade what the fuck
Right.
I see a top and I see a bottom and it's selling, I'm about to trade towards the bottom. If it's buying, I'm about to buy towards the top. Like kind of simple as that on some G shit. I just want to trade the range. I don't want to buy the extreme top because I don't know where the fuck it's going, and I don't want to sell the extreme low. I want
Right.
to range. Like
You
where
gotta catch that bitch when you see it. You hear me? And you usually catch it like either you could catch it sometimes at the breakout, but sometimes you'll see that bitch from the bottom, and then you just scared to get. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because it been shooting down so much. You don't be knowing whether it's about to buy up now.
I like trading breakouts when I know it got another level that it can go to. Like I see where it can go to. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like maybe
Yes,
trading a
indeed.
4-hour breakout, but I'm looking at the next weekly high that it can reach to. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That type shit.
Yeah, but them times they be. That's what I've been saying. Them times I've been trying to do that lately and shit, especially like with GJ. Man, that shit to turn around on your ass.
I ain't gonna lie. GJ, AJ, and EJ kind of shitty. Like UJ, the only one that's kind of been looking somewhat decent, but they all been kind of like fucking whack. I ain't gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
Sure, GJ.
Yeah, GJ usually my yeah, and that bit been looking crazy.
Yeah, that's hard. I'm looking at GJ from 2025. Yeah, that shit does
Let
not
me
look
see.
okay. Nothing on GJ. On a daily,
Damn, German 30 just hit my alert. I've been
AJ,
trying to take off.
if you would have sold AJ, you would have been in good profit. EJ looks just like GJ. Nothing. UJ sales. So UJ and AJ was all sales. Just like EU was all buys. Like that was our gold trade right there. If we didn't have gold, we could have just bought EU. That was our gold trade. That bitch went to the fucking moon. Shit, honestly, EU looks better than
I'm on the ass though. Next week, I'm about to pluck them out about 500.
but
No cap.
yeah, that daily gap on gold looks scary. It still ain't truly fill that bitch yet. Man, it wicked up.
It waked up twice.
It did.
It filled it. It
Yeah.
filled it twice. It filled it. I'm waiting for it to fill that one at the bottom, goddamn.
Nah, but
Shit. That bitch, like you said, at least 32.50. If not, you could come on back to about 31.93, like somewhere in there, if you want to.
yeah, that'll be good. Sweep up under them lows.
Hell yeah, just
Everybody,
sweep that low down. Us.
you want to buy where they got these stop losses at?
Mm. That bit ain't. It hasn't breaking this trend line that I have set. At least the new trend line.
Uh-huh.
For this like last couple of days. It hasn't broken the trend line yet, but as soon as that bit break that trend line, boy, I'm selling. And that's the whole key. This is what I wanted to say
What you
that I
got
didn't get to
drawn
say
on
earlier.
at a weekly?
I think this based off of this one. This red one that's like the closest. I think it's based off the 8 hour, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I got on the 8 hour and I just had made something for the dips that is currently making type shit.
I see what you're talking about.
It might like basically it might if it break under, it should be around like 32.86, 32.75 area. Like if nigga get down there, I'll be done sold under there. 32.86, 32.75 for sure. Cause that's under the trend line. And then the next trend line,
The trend
that
line I'm looking at, that bitch got a break.
3,050,
Yeah.
61.
Yeah. 50.
Yeah, that one I have drawn too. That's the one. Like if it sell under there, I'll be looking for it to come to either there, maybe 30, 31.75, like I was saying, 31.90 type shit. But yeah, that's the ultimate low right there, 33,050. Like that'll be like the lowest I'll be looking for it to go type shit. Based off of the weekly chart trend line.
Right. But that whole steep as fuck, boy.
Yeah, that'll be a dip, bro.
Nah, for real, that'll be a dip. That'll be a sell like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I done seen too many of them fucking trend line breaks, and now I got in them bitches. So now I'm privy to them bitches now. Every time them trend lines start breaking and you get a close.
If I had anything that I had to pick, that would probably be one of the things I would choose. Like trend lines are golden.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I like shit where something has to happen for you even to draw that bitch. Like you gotta have a minimum of 2, even 3 would be better, but a minimum of 2 touches for you to even draw a trend line. So you can't just randomly just put a trend line anywhere. That's why I like them. Stuff gotta happen before you can even draw that up.
Yeah, that's my strategy. Trend line, horizontal line, EMA.
Yep, I like that.
And I use all 3 of those together, and that's just my combo. 3 is the number. You get 3 signals, all in one. That's an A+ trade. We call that an A+ trade. Oh, that bitch hit the trend line. It broke above the horizontal line, and it's still in the trend based off the EMA. That's 3, and it's breaking up. That's 4. Look, you heard me? That's 4 signals. You can just keep adding signals to you heard me? Your shit. But I like 3. If I get 3, that's an A+. I could go heavy on this. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what I was gonna say. I ain't gonna lie though. If you looking at swing lows and swing highs, like, and you know that it's bouncing off of a support area, like you see this demand area, and it's about to bounce off of that demand level. Man, if you at that bottom and you see it came right back to that same level where it was comfortable with people buying before, then you know that there's definitely people gonna be buying right here again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All you gotta do is get you a position in, put your close stop loss. You heard me? About, if we talking gold, probably like 5 to 10 points. You heard me? And then that's a small stop. But you looking to get that bitch to swing all the way back to the top of because that's the bottom of the swing.
Right.
You could swing that bitch all the way back to the top. Ain't no telling how many points that is. You know what I'm saying? That could be over 1,000 points, and all you risk was 5, 10 points. You feel me?
Yep.
To grab. That's something I've been peeping too. Like you just get in, don't even second guess it. Who cares about them 5 to 10 points? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, you could catch.
I done caught a lot of entries like that, boy. I'm talking about like the bottom of a wick type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't caught shit like that before. You're right.
Even like on a 8-hour trade, it ain't gotta be like the weekly chart. It could be like, the 8-hour, 4-hour or something. You see that it's at the bottom of that. You see support right here. And you see a demand area as well. And that might come, but it's dropping. You heard me? And it dropped right there though. And then all you see is it can't break below it again, and it start to. My thing is about 40 points, 4 points. If you want to go like 4 points, if it bounced 4 points back away from that demand area, you heard me? I get in that mug, put that stop loss below that swing, a little bit deeper in though. Like I say, about 10 points. You heard me? I'll
Right.
probably use the longest me. I don't like no small stop loss. Push that mug down about 10 points. Now you got a fire little range. Like you heard me? If it do stop you out and come back, do it again. Get in again. Another 10 points. Shit. Put it 11 points. This time, fuck it. You heard me? Because guess what? You might have lost them 10 points, but this time, if that bitch do go up, bro, that's about 1,000. You know what I'm saying? 100 to 1,000 points, depending on what it look like with the swing. What we looking at?
Right.
But I done seen that type of shit happen so many times.
On gold.
Like on everything. On US 30, like I done caught a little play on US 30 like that. That bitch be like, I don't know. I can't really explain it without looking at the chart. Like it's basically, it'll have a high, right? It'll be done created a high and then shot way down somewhere, but then it started shooting back up. Like, and you wondering where it's gonna go next. You know what I'm saying? It usually goes to that little high with the wick on it. It's like usually like a high low with a wick on it. And like I said, a lot of people, when it came to this, it's basically the swing high or some shit. And you'll basically see a lot of sales came in at that swing high previously. So you fucking wait for it to come right there and see how it react to that level. And if that mug start dropping about 40 to 80 points away from that area back into sales, you know that you could sell from there. Because previously it was a bunch of sales right there. And when it sold, it probably sold about 500 points in an hour type shit. You want to look for that type shit, like 2 hours it took to sell to 500 points an hour. It'll be fast. And then you seen that in history. So when it come there again, after it just done made a big 1,000-point rally type shit, and you thinking a rally just gonna keep rallying, people be thinking it's gonna keep going. You see that fucking swing high where it previously made all them sales, and you just sell from right there too. Put that little 100-point stop loss. You heard me? Look, 100-point stop loss on the US 30. Just put it above the swing. Man, when I say, bro, you gonna catch all them fucking sales all the way back to the bottom. You heard me?
Right now, play us like the sale off of February this year on US 30. I'm looking at it right now off the previous high. Like exactly.
Yeah. Because you see what happened when it did hit it last time, right? It's so hard as fuck. What it did the second time it hit it. That bitch so hard as fuck, bro. And I'm not even talking about
the second
that
time. It broke structure the second time, so
exactly.
that bitch still.
Like you could. So if you catch that move the second time, you really more prone to catch even more sales than it sold the first time too off of that shit. Because that's basically like the confirmation. This one,
right.
The second time, that's a double tap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So shit like that, bro, you just get in. Just get in. Like I don't do reversals, but if I ever do them, it's gonna be off of situations like that.
And the
I'm
move
telling
like
you, bro.
had to wait from the first week of December all the way to the first week of February to wait for that double tap to play out on a daily on US 30.
And I don't even be waiting for it. It's just that you just got to put an alert or something on that.
Right. I'm just saying, like
when it hit,
that's it take time for them shit to play out. But shit, nigga, your
that's
ass
gonna be bread though.
Nah, nigga, I don't know how many pips of fucking units that is, but
because it's still dropping from that.
That bitch dropped 18%.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Let me see. That bitch at 39,000. That bitch was at 40, 45,000 when it dropped
And
type
it
shit.
dropped all the way to 36.7,
Come on, man.
18%.
Now I ain't saying easy call, but nice call. You heard me?
But you
Like
saw
it's little stuff like that.
the economy. The economy was kind of giving you signs that the market
Mm-hmm.
probably gonna have some struggling.
Like I be saying,
It,
keep
it
your
was
ears.
it was showing signs in December, like fuck before Trump got in office. That was the first sign, December 1st. That bitch sold off. So yeah, you got niggas. You got to peep the sign. At the end of the day, really peep the sign.
And he was talking that tariff war shit too.
Yeah, he was briefly talking about it, but it ain't really hit to that February, March when it really hit. When he was really talking.
Mhm. Yeah, but he was saying it. That was the whole key. That was your signal.
Right.
Like shit about to go bad. My partner, that's what I'm saying. My partner, this nigga be having his ears to that shit. Like he be knowing. He knew in December. He been telling me, bro, sell. Don't let none of this buy shit play with your mind. I'm telling you, the market's about to sell everything. Trump in office, he talking this crazy shit. He was just talking about buku shit Trump was doing. I was like, for sure, not really like taking it all. I'm taking it all in, but I'm like, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna
Right.
watch. You hear me?
Right.
Man, when I say, bro, he been right from December, beginning of December. You hear me? Like, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just gotta keep your ears open. That was the nigga I told you he made $1,000 his first 4 hours trade.
Right. Right. What you said he had traded?
He traded US 30, but
Yeah.
he waited until he was on a demo for like 6 weeks. He waited until he seen the election. Because he knew the last election, the market rallied 1,000 points in a day.
Yeah,
So
that
he said,
nigga, boy.
huh?
I said that nigga did his research, boy.
Yeah, that nigga different, son. That nigga different.
Oh, really?
He ain't like he willing to wait type shit. He'll be on that demo until he know he got a fire strategy type shit.
Right. Right.
But that bitch had made like he made $1,000 in his first 4 hours trading at US 30 during the election type shit. He waiting for his shit to perk his ears up,
Right.
just to see certain shit in the markets. The
Right.
bitch be doing his thing.
That's how it's supposed to be. Like, especially going off of previous information when you could look at the last election and be like, oh, the market did this.
And it did it again this election. That
Right.
was the last election, not
You could
Trump's.
make that bet when you see the market at an extreme high. It's easy to bet that the market gonna sell off like it did the last election. Versus if it was at an extreme low, you probably wouldn't think maybe it might not sell off if we already extreme. But nigga, we had extreme highs. Like, okay, I'm gonna take that bet. I think we might sell off.
This election we bought up too. Nigga, I was buying up the fucking US 30 and shit. This election, every election for some reason. I guess they be ready for a new power after these 4 years, boy. We be ready to get another motherfucker in there. So when that election, sleepy Joe.
Ain't been one president that was
He called that man Sleepy Joe. They stupid. Ain't been one president that
really bearish on the stock market, to my knowledge.
Yeah, they don't try to be. They don't try to be bearish, but them bitches are total.
Right.
Especially I hate to say it, the Democrats, boy, they be trying to be so sneaky. You heard me?
Right. It is.
They do that sneaky shit and shit, all type of shit be happening in the markets. And then it be unexpected because you don't even be knowing about it. At least Trump telling you, hey yo,
Right.
man, look, it's a great time to buy. Man, the next day the market shot up about 2,000-3,000 points. I'm like, nigga, I seen this shit. I seen him say this shit.
He gonna make it to where niggas gonna be thinking like, bro, it can't be this easy, bro. This nigga literally telling us to play.
Son, he literally been quiet since then though. He ain't said nothing since he said he gonna hold off on the tariffs. He ain't said nothing since, bro, because them niggas made some money. You heard me? They know we paying attention now, so he got to get quiet, bro. I'm peeping game, bro. I'm telling you, this shit they ain't trying to make it that easy.
Yeah, because these last news reports, that shit came out on like in news reports. It didn't came out his mouth.
Trump said, "Fuck what Trump said."
Right.
Fuck, I take it out for news report too. It don't matter.
Yeah, if it moved the market, it moved the market. But you already know when he really run his mouth or that Twitter get to running, that's when it really be popping out. Let him
He
say
don't be
something.
saying too much on Twitter that be market mover to me. Not yet that I've seen at least.
It be more his what he say out his mouth online.
Yeah, to catch him.
Yeah. This is mostly a ranging week.
Better stop rolling in that shit. Damn dog, rolling and shit. This dog's so disgusting.
But my dog, same thing. Like, is she rolling like in literally shit?
Literal shit, dead shit, rodents,
Yeah, that's what my dog used
any kind of stank shit.
and it used to piss me off. Like, he used to do it after we give him a bath.
Yeah. She loved to do that.
Fresh, clean. I'm talking about fresh, clean. Like, nigga go
That's her.
outside, literally go roll. Like, I
I
don't
think
know.
it's a survival tactic to stay stank type shit.
So it gotta be like they gotta be like I
I
gotta be.
think it's
Oh, I ain't supposed to be smelling all fruity and shit. Like,
yeah, like that's gonna bring these type of things, and I don't want that.
they probably they think it's gonna attract enemies or something. Yeah.
They probably know what they doing with that shit, but that shit disgusting though. What are you doing, bitch? You stink, and then you want to fucking be by me, bitch. You gonna be in this cage?
Nah,
That's
for
disgusting.
real. Oh man,
You really about to not be able to go outside.
that's why it'd be hard to have real, true outside and inside dogs.
She an outside dog for sure. I bred her to be an outside dog, like, but to be an outside inside, if that makes sense. Like, if you had to be outside, you ain't gonna be worrying about nothing. Like, for example, they had a couple dogs by my partner house, and all our dogs was in the house, and it started raining outside. Man, we opened the door to let them go pee. All the other dogs, they were about to run. Everybody getting ready to take off. My dog, the only one, actually took off. You heard me? Went outside and went to go use it. Boy, y'all worry about this damn rain. Shit, she took off. You heard me? All the other dogs was about to tail. They stopped. They looked. They said, oh no, brother. I ain't going out there. Y'all see that shit?
They said we don't do the rain.
Nah, bro. She used to be outside during rain, the cold temperature. You know, she a husky. Like when they had freezing temperatures, I had her outside except that one day where it was like going freeze out type shit. It was supposed to freeze tonight. I brought her inside that night, but other than that, boy, she was outside, boy.
Nah, she
I had
built
her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had her out to experience all that shit, like rain, snow, whatever we had. But you're
right.
gonna be outside so you can see. And, you know, just so you can live and learn. And, you know, she got her own little journey she got. So I feel like that's gonna toughen up and, you know, she'll be ready to take on whatever.
Yeah, and that's good to not take them too much out of their element. They natural element.
Right. But she inside mostly now. But you know, her first like year and a half type shit, she
Right.
was outside. So I guess she still wants stink, but no man.
That's great. Love, man. Shit. Mm, mm, mm.
You in anything?
Nah, I took profit on that AU buying that bitch. Started turning around right when I took profit. I don't think it's gonna come back down enough for me to want to try to maybe re-enter and shit. So I think that's pretty much it.
But yeah, I ain't fool. You already know I ain't fooling nothing.
And I got in that bitch early. Like I was up around 5:30. I guess when I got in type shit like early. Really could have got in. The best entry was like 2-3 in the morning. That was really when I wasn't even looking at my. But yeah, man. I guess we gonna wrap this shit up. I think the market's pretty much dead for the most part.
For sure.
So we're trying to push something there.
Yeah, I definitely don't see nothing.
Yeah, I think we just had to come back. We'll come back on Sunday, see what the market opened up like, see what it's looking like. If we got any crazy, see what this nigga, if anything crazy over the weekend, Trump do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll be back Sunday night, you heard me?
For sure.
We out this bitch, man. Peace, man.
Peace.
All right, brother.